Try now.
Hello, can you hear us? Trying to work through some technical difficulty.
I love that our
now try running the song. I think you're okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure they can hear you.
No, loud and clear. All right,
Love that.
here we go.
Let's get it.
Hello and welcome to the Talkin Baseball pregame show. We're coming to you live from the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx. That's RSVLTS. Jake's got a Roosevelt shirt on today. He's sitting right here. Trev has a yellow shirt on. He's in California. Producer Zach, Kobe shirt. Oh, nice. Lakers. Zach behind the dish. We got 2 games tonight. Ooh. Game 2, ALCS. Game 1, NLDS. 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, respectively. Jake, how you doing?
I'm good. The juices are starting to flow. I mean, when you see Max Fried versus Walker Buehler, that should do something to you. Charlie Morton versus Lance McCullers should be some good off-speed pitches this afternoon. So I'm doing well, man. Ray's going Ray. That's what they did last night. And Trev's going to Trev, am I right? As he sips his drink after the introduction.
You're right. I'm Trevin this morning.
Yeah.
We're taking care of business. We're talking baseball. I'm going to talk a little bit of football, maybe, because you know that's what I do on this show. But yes, Walker, Max, that gets my juices flowing. Lance and Charlie, going to be throwing a bunch of Charlies up there. You know what I'm saying?
Snapping.
Unfortunately, it is a cron pod, so we have to talk to go reverse order.
It's a build-up.
That's fine. I can't wait to talk about Astros Rays. People need to give this series credit, man. It's a big series.
Sometimes you got to pitch backwards, start with the off-speed and then go to the fastball.
You think we're going to see that tonight from Lance?
No, I think he's just going to snap him until he gets pulled.
Snap. All right, I'm trying to pull up the over-unders here. Today we were... No excuse. I was going to make an excuse for why I don't have them up.
No excuses.
0 excuses from me.
Playoffs.
We're starting. It's a cron pod. The Rays, Astros, Game 2. Lance McCullers Jr. versus Charlie Morton. The over-under is 8.5, and the Rays are the favorite. Charlie Morton looked so good. I think he had the best starting pitching outing against the Yankees out of all the Rays starters. Glasnow's first.
I wouldn't say that's wrong.
Yeah, Glasnow gave up 4 runs his first start, and then his second start, he wasn't a starting pitcher. He did exactly what they wanted him to do, but it wasn't a deep length. McCullers looked nasty. So on the other end, you got Morton looked nasty. Then you got McCullers. Tampa's the favorite. 8.5 is the line. Jake, what do you got?
Yeah, as we've stumbled into some good off-speed pitches this afternoon. Wonder if is it going to be shadow time in San Diego? Watch out for that if we're snapping curves. But I don't know. Lance McCullers, I think, is the story. I think Charlie Morton, he's veteran enough, and with the Rays bullpen, I don't think the Rays can really let a game get 2-2 out of hand. Where McCullers, you still kind of got to flip the coin. We've seen him turn it on and be nasty. We've seen him be pretty bleh and struggle to get through 3-4, which, again, with the way this series is looking like it's going to play out, I don't know if the Astros can afford that. So I think the Astros really need a good Lance McCullers, 6 innings, 1 earned run. And I got to tell you what, I don't think I'm buying into that because the Rays are going to be coming out with their lefty lineup today. They only scored 2 last night, which was enough to win. And you're going to see the Rays. Their lineup's going to look totally different today. G-Man should be in the middle of it. Austin Meadows should be back at it. He got Cole, so excited to see it. And, yeah, as Jimmy mentioned, Morton was nasty. The one thing that could be a bugaboo or a mini what to watch for, when he was out of the stretch, he looked like a completely different pitcher. So if Houston could get base runners on early in the innings, that could be a big pivot point in this game, Trev.
I agree with you. I'm excited to see kind of how both sides match up. Dusty has a plan. Cash does his thing, I think this is a must-win game for the Astros, and I expect them to play like it and Dusty to manage like it. So if Lance gets out there and gets in a little bit of trouble, I'm thinking he's going to take him. I think he just can't let him hang around there and the Rays build a lead, and you go down 2-0. You can't let that happen. So could be a short hook today. I know there's 7 games in 7 days. It's not what you want to do, but you can't just give up victories when the Rays are stacked like this. You got to try to steal some games early in a series. So this one is going to be, I'd assume, managed that way.
Yeah, I will say that, they are in San Diego now. They're out of L.A. McCullers gave up 3 home runs. He gave up 4 runs versus the Athletics. A lot of three home runs and a lot of like, what the fuck? And, I don't like showing that reaction on the mound per se, but he was right. They're like some of those home runs were just crazy. So we've said that San Diego's played a little more true to form. So maybe that helps him with the home run ball a little bit.
Sort of. I mean, we've seen some balls fly out of San Diego. And guess what it is today? A day game. The day games are what's been going on. They played a bunch of day games in L.A., San Diego. We've seen the ball.
That's a good point. The day game's a good counter there.
And Stanton hit a ball like 1,000 feet in San Diego. I know it's Giancarlo.
He's
Stanton,
a different animal.
but I think the ball is still traveling well there, much more than we've seen in Dallas. So
True.
Do you think that, the Astros, we talk about how on the pregame or the recap episode, we talked about how the Rays are set up to do their A game. They're set up, their pitching path to victory set up. They can go Morton to Anderson to Fairbanks if they need to get Thompson in the mix again, if they need to get maybe Jose Alvarez, Alvarado in the mix again. They can try that. They're set up. But I think the Astros are also set up to use their things. Anoli Paredes, and I don't know how to pronounce that last name, and it's bothering me. So if I say it wrong, let me know and tell me how to say it.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Well, the Astros have Anoli. They didn't use Presley at all, and he's their other main dude. They also have Christian Javier. He's been pretty good to come out of the pen and give them length.
He might have to start for them this series, though.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn, it's all crazy, man.
Yeah, and I the more I think about it and piggyback off what Trevor was saying a little bit, Houston may play this do or die because the Rays have Glass now in the hole for Game 4. And then, that's going to line up Snell and Morton again, and what would be
Game 3, you mean?
I think they currently have them lined up for Game 4. Yeah, okay. I think the Rays would be fine with that too. Ryan Yarbrough gave a great performance in Game 4 of the DS against the Yankees, and the Rays can kind of sledge together a bullpen day, Aaron Sledgers. So, yeah, I think Houston can't afford to go down 2-0. And I think have a genuine chance in this series with, Glass now, Snell, Morton, in a Game 7 would be coming back around. So I think Dusty does empty the chamber. The only question is what's in that chamber, because it's not, I don't know.
Knowing that they're doing a bullpen game tomorrow, I think it's even more dire for the Astros today. Because if they think like, hey, that's one of our best shots to win a game on a bullpen day, which I don't know why they would think that because their bullpen is disgusting, but you'd want to win today and then have a chance to win tomorrow. So, I think today is, like you're saying, and I said earlier, I think he's going to do everything he can. I think all the good bullets are coming out today.
Yeah, I kind of like the storyline of the Rays kind of had a hangover day yesterday. Snell got the great result, but, the process wasn't sharp. They go to Curtis. They go to Thompson. They go to Loop in a one-run game. Renfroe got the start out there. It wasn't like their A-plus effort as their B-plus effort, and they got the close game win. I like them winning today, A-plus effort, the Rays, and then tomorrow just going garbage game.
Oh, yeah.
If they go up 2-0, Game 3, I think the Rays throw the opposite, like the old dusty kitchen sink.
Alvarado.
Do they even have that though?
Yes.
Well, their bottom, it's still very good. That's why they're primed for this. But yeah, they have a lesser, like Loop would go again, Sledgers, like Jake said.
And I think that's where Tampa almost has a little bit of house money today. If Morton gives them a good start and they could go to their good guys and get 2 wins, they could throw together an ugly little piecemeal game that they could win tomorrow. Or if Houston does come out and win this game and maybe get a nice little lead, they could save their good guys again and do a scary bullpen day tomorrow if they really wanted. So I think Tampa's got options. They've got cards to play. And if you're Houston, I mean, your first card out there is Lance McCullers that could be, could be nice, or it could be early.
We got Oliver Richards in the chat saying it's hot here today. And what did he say? Day game, and it's hot here today. So, yes, I do expect the ball to be flying in San Diego today. I don't know who that favors. Who's the home run hitting team? I got to say the Astros probably hit more homers.
Astros have the names. Rays have the matchups.
Yeah,
always.
I was talking yesterday. Everyone knows Archer.
Yeah.
Friend of the program. Chris Archer at my house yesterday, and he was
Did he get in the pool, or was he just hanging out around the pool?
Nobody was in the pool yesterday. It was a little cooler yesterday. We are heating it today, though.
Huge.
Freak show. Anyways, he was saying, how long can you survive on like a lineup like that? The Rays don't have the big names, and I think I kind of took this from you, Jake. I said, I mean, it's embarrassing to say.
Very low of you.
Wow. Anyways, what I told him is what you have been saying. Like, yeah, these guys overall might not be all-stars or whatever. There's obviously some really good players on that team. But when you put them in those positions, like Mike Brasso is an MVP type hitter against left-handed pitchers. So like when you put a guy in that position to succeed, and I told him this, is like, if I only got to hit lefties in my career numbers would be amazing and people would think about me differently. So like you can have these guys because that's what they do. They do perform in these scenarios. And so, yeah, they don't have the names, but like you said, the matchups are there and the numbers show it. And we're seeing it time and time again show up. So there's almost no denying it anymore.
They good.
Good. Who are you guys taking?
I'll go. I'm taking the Rays. I'm going to take the Rays every single game. I'm going to take the over every single game. So.
Okay. Jake?
I mean,
maybe not every single game on the over, but I'm taking the Rays and the over today.
If they go Charlie Morton to that good pen, Rays are tough, man. I like Morton, and I think they do use the good pen. Give me the Rays in the under.
I'm also on the Rays. I wasn't on them yesterday. Made me look folkish. Man, over under 8.5. I think the chat and Trev have me convinced with the whole it's going to be sunny thing.
I like the over. I liked it until I just thought about like if Charlie Morton holds them to 2 runs, I mean it's almost 2 runs.
Yeah, but I have McCullers getting a lot more
knocked around
a lot of shrugs.
Bit. Yeah.
Not because of the win, just because of the guys who are hitting him.
Yeah.
Zunino probably goes deep.
Ooh, Coach Ballgame in the chat. What's up, Coach?
Zunino might not get the start.
The Milkmaster. Oh, pinch hit deep.
Perez, okay.
Oh, boy, if Perez is starting, then he's going deep.
That might be a 2-homer day.
So both catchers are homering for the
Rays. The Rays are sick.
I'm taking the over. Jake's taking the under. We're all on the Rays.
Just bring us Dodgers Rays so we can be like, oh, that's the Rays with money.
Yeah. Take this team, give them a bunch of money. They got this team.
Well, they stole the front office from the Rays.
American movie.
Think about the Rays front office tree right now.
Think about if the Rays owner paid their front office or paid anyone.
You can't keep all those guys at front office. Yes, but spend money, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, to his defense, I don't know if I can defend it. I mean, the stadium is so bad, nobody goes to the games. I could see where he could make a point, be like, look, I really can't spend money like this. But
he can. I think he's one of the richer owners.
Yeah, I know he is. I know.
You're very close. A lot of juice.
I had a point to make, and now I forgot.
The
Friedman, the Rays front office tree.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. It's crazy.
Friedman goes to L.A. He took somebody else with him too, like a scouting director or something like that. Chaim goes to the Red Sox. Click goes to the Astros. Where else? I mean, it's been fun to watch.
I just said the American Mookie Betts, so that's where me and Zach are at over here.
Jake's dad. He meant the Cuban. Who's the American Mookie Betts? Mookie Betts.
It's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
And no,
Speaking of Mookie Betts, game 2 today. The
Chet
Dodgers.
keeps saying I'm high. I'm not high. Okay, I just gotta tell you guys that.
You're
Unbelievable.
very high.
He's got a lot to do today, Chad.
I got a lot to do today.
Back off.
He can't get high today.
10 p.m. Trev's coming.
Freak show.
Dodgers Braves game 1. Max Fried versus Walker Buehler. You heard Jake get excited when he saw those names. It's a fun matchup. These guys are fully rested. 3 days off. They both swept their divisional series, so that's a lot of fun. Max Fried's been good. Miami did get him for 4 in the divisional series. Buehler doesn't go long at all. I mean, he hasn't seen a 6th inning in a long time, since August. And they don't really care, I guess. So that's the matchup. Vegas has the Dodgers as the favorite, and they have the over-under at 8 runs. Trev, what do you got on this matchup?
Oof. I think this is going to be a hell of a matchup. I haven't given enough credit to the Braves all year. Guess what? I'm starting to give them a lot of credit. They've really showed in the postseason the strength of their lineup, the starting pitching depth, the bullpen. They kind of have it all, just as the Dodgers do. I think this is going to be a hell of a series. I think the biggest thing for the Braves is the starting pitching needs to continue to do kind of what it's done. Max Fried really needs to step up here. He's going to get the ball twice in this series if it goes long enough. It's just, the Dodgers are damn buzzsaw, man. It's really hard to pick against the Dodgers if they were playing any team. Even though I've picked the Rays to win the World Series, it's hard for me to say the Dodgers are going to lose any damn game because you just look at what they have and the depth and all that. We've talked about that a lot on the pod. But I think that if there's a team that can match up with them blow for blow, it's the Braves, man. They got some of that magic too. They got some of that magic coming from guys like d'Arnaud, who's really stepped it up. d'Arnaud has been like the Rays of Rosarania. He's, I don't even know how to phrase it. Jake, you could probably come up with a better joke than I can on that.
Hot.
Just hot. Just
They're
a
both
hot hitter. And they're going to need him to continue to be hot. That's kind of my take on this series is if that lineup can stay hot. We know, I got to assume that Freddie, Acuna, Ozuna, those guys are going to be players. Now, can Dansby, d'Arnaud, and Albies kind of do what they've been doing? Because if they can, then the Braves have a really good shot. If that offense kind of struggles a little bit, then I think we see the Dodgers win this series handily. That's my take.
Jake?
Yeah, I hope series-wise that the first half, second half of these games becomes the fun thing. Everyone's tasting the Braves bullpen. Everyone's scared of the Dodgers bullpen. I don't know, man. I'm flip-flopping hard mentally right now. Fried and Buehler, we could very easily be 1-0 into the 6th with full pens, and I think it sounds dumb for a game 1, but I think both teams are very much we need this game. I think, the Braves with Fried, and he's their 1 SP, blah, blah, blah. Walker Buehler getting it going. I don't know. I think I hate this. I think I'm going to go over in the Dodgers. I don't know. There's just so many bats, man.
A lot of bats, but they are split-wise worse against left-handers, which is interesting to me because I feel like they kind of have some right-handed boppers in that lineup, but statistically they're worse against left-handed hitters. They're still pretty good.
First time seeing Fried, I just don't know. Coming off if the Marlins did that to him, I'm not very confident in it. Hot takes only
in your
from
picks?
Jake. Yeah, I think maybe the bullpens each get a little punch in the nuts today.
Well,
I think each bullpen's walking pretty tall, and I think they have an each of them have not seen these kind of sticks in the lineup. So I think the starters probably battle through 5. You're looking at 5 innings, 3 earned runs each, and then one guy in the bullpen has to give it up from there.
What I want out of this game is if the Dodgers take the lead, just no more than 2 or 3 runs. I want to see Kelly, Kenley. I want to see the back end of the Dodgers bullpen against the middle first 6 of the Braves lineup in a close game late. That's what I think this series can give you the most drama and the most excitement and make That's the only time Dodgers fans will be like truly, truly scared is if they have to watch those guys who are tricky. The other thing is, Walker doesn't go deep into games. We've shown that in the divisional series. They threw Dustin May behind him for 2 innings. Dustin May has to start in this series, so I don't know if that's the plan. So I don't know who's going to go beyond Buehler. He goes like 4 innings, 5 innings. So, who's if it's not Dustin this time? Like who is it? Dodgers fans.
I think it might be Urias. I think that he might be the guy that's kind of giving the length behind the starters because you're gonna have Dustin May start one of these games.
Yeah, I know. So I'm interested.
Yeah, I think Urias is gonna go, and then they have Gonsolin in there.
Gonsolin.
Did he even pitch in the DS?
No need.
They didn't even need him.
I'm taking the Dodgers in the under, and I'm just hoping that the Dodgers get a scare or see some competition. It's been a cakewalk for them. Like you said, Trev, they've kind of been bored of it. So I'm hoping that the Braves, even if they don't win, they kind of say, hey, this is going to be a battle, That's what I'm hoping for. And I think Fried will pitch well. He's good.
Yeah,
Small sample size alert.
Cool storyline alert. He's from LA, grew up a Dodger fan, facing him now in the playoffs. It would be awesome if it was in LA and he could do that whole thing on the bump. It's in Dallas in this weird year. But I think that's always a cool storyline. If I think to myself, like, if there's one team you'd want to pitch against or play against in the playoffs, it's the Dodgers. They're the big bad Dodgers. He gets to go shut him up, shut him down, whatever he's got to do today. I think that's something to kind of look for. He comes back home, gets to talk crap to all of his friends, say, hey, did you see what I did to your Dodgers? I would love for him to be able to do that.
And Walker, he's had the blister stuff this year. They built up his pitch count, all that. He did throw 95 bullets his last start against the Padres, which means, in theory, he could be up to 100. Last year against the World Series champion Nationals, Walker Buehler with 100 pitches went 6 innings, 1 hit. No earned run. So he's still got that in the tank somewhere. We just haven't seen it this year. But, I could see us 3 innings in being like, we're not scoring.
Check out for all the goop on his hand because of the blister and the pine tar, and then everyone tweeting, they'll sail out.
Goop.
Hey, so Gonsolin hasn't thrown yet. Is he not on the roster? Like he has to be on the roster, right?
I don't know. But I have small sample size alert while Jake looks that one up.
Ooh.
Max Fried versus the Dodgers. Justin Turner, 3 for 4 with a home run.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, even smaller sample size alert. Max Muncy, 2 for 3 with the home run.
Ooh, Max Muncy's got to get it going.
Funky Muncy. Gonsolin is on the roster. So is Urias. Am I getting it, Trev? Urias. Okay, so I'm not getting it. It sounds like
Urias.
Your penis, Urias. And there's one other name that jumped out.
You'll have it forever now. Your penis.
Alex Wood. Pirate? So, is Wood a Pirate?
I think they're going to approach the back end of the games a little bit differently. I think we're going to see more Jake McGee. We're going to see Trainin and Gratterall. Jansen will be in there, but a very short leash. Very short leash.
I want to see a Gratterall glove throw.
Does Joe Kelly is he back? Is Joe Kelly back?
Didn't he replace Kenley?
He did, but does that mean he's back? Is he?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Trust this guy now?
Trying and show.
I think so too. I think Trainin, Gratterall, Urias are going to be the top 3 relievers.
Who are we kidding? Dave Roberts is going to Kenley.
I think so too.
What he does.
I think it's going to be a very short leash, though.
Favorite hobby.
He's shown.
I think he's not. He didn't go to him at all last year. He just took him out, and then they asked him, "Who's your closer?" And he said, "Oh, we're doing it by committee." So, with his mouth, he demoted him. We'll see what he does with his actual moves.
With his mouth, look out.
Homer
Wait,
draft.
I didn't get my pick yet. Hold on, man. Did you give your pick?
Dodgers and the unders. What I did.
I will
in the over.
You took Dodgers over. You took Dodgers under. I will take Braves and the over.
Gotcha.
I need him to sneak one out. I'm going with my boy Maxey.
Wow.
Sorry.
Homer draft.
It's the Homer draft.
I got on the board yesterday with the Altuve bomb, so I'm cutting it close. I'm only one behind you guys now.
It's tight, baby.
Altuve and Correa have carried you. Did you have Correa or did Jake have Correa?
I don't think I've used Correa.
I had Altuve, Judge, D'Arnaud, and Correa.
Yeah, Correa, yeah. That son of a gun.
You got 2 from Tatis.
Yeah, at least I like Tatis.
Okay.
You did that whole, what's that called when you want to hurt yourself?
Kiss your cousin at the holidays.
Masochist.
Masochist?
There's a kid that Jake and I went to high school with that would carry every single textbook from room to room, like a stack, like 10. He didn't use his locker, and I was like, dude,
Good back workout.
Why do you do that? And he said, I'm a masochist. I was like, oh, God.
Hey. All right, see you later.
Okay. Please do not shoot me. It was efficient. No, it wasn't efficient. It sucked for him. I don't understand why he did that. Masochist. Anyway. Okay. Homer.
You have the honors.
Yeah.
Jake, you have the snake today.
Oh, I know. And I'm gonna snake hard.
Down lives. Rocky Road.
My eyes wide
Fuck it. I'll take
open
Turner. I talked about him.
all the time. Ooh.
Turner's a postseason player. No one talks about it.
I have no stats to back this up.
Perfect.
But I believe that Choi really wants to be in there. He will be in there, and I believe he wants to make a splash. He's like, I can hit other pitchers besides Garrett Cole. Can you give me some credit? He had a great IG live going after the victory. Taking Choi.
It's a great pick. I saw it in the chat, and I think it's a great pick. I will be taking friend of the pod, Austin Meadows. I believe I've taken him. Gets the McCullers matchup. Feeling pretty tasty after taking Garrett Cole Yardski in the Game 5 win. And then I'll go over, you know what? He's hot. I think our friend Max might be trying to navigate and gets through the big names, and there's Will Smith getting ready for him. So I'll go Will Smith, the hitter, the catcher for the Dodgers, not the relief pitcher.
Yes, I'm glad you made that distinction because I was going to call you out on that.
Oh, I know.
All right, for number 2 for me, I think this is the Ronald Acuna National Coming Out Party. I told people before the season, this is the guy you got to watch. If you just don't know baseball, watch this guy play the game. He was almost 40-40 last year. I think he comes out tonight. I don't know who he's going to hit it off of. Maybe a Walker high fastball that he gets to. I think that seems about right to me. So I'll take Acuna.
You haven't taken him?
Not in the playoffs, no.
Nice. All right. Yeah, we have a lot of guys that we've taken. So I was looking at Choi, how many home runs he's hit not off call. I thought it was he only hit 3 home runs. I thought he hit more than that. And 1 was not off call.
Good pick.
No, it's a fine pick. You've played the do before and done well. Just was surprised that it was that low for him. I have Turner, so I went Dodgers. Do I want one from the Atlanta? Do I want one from the Rays game? I feel like you guys have a lot of those guys.
Dude, go with the guy. Take Rozzy, man.
No, not yet. I want to take a Brave, but you guys kind of took
Dude, what are we going to do if these games go 7 and then is the World Series new?
World Series is new.
Okay.
I'm taking Ozzy, Little Monster.
Love that.
Albies
Can't wait to watch him
introduce
play
himself
defense
to the
tonight.
series
Yeah,
a
he
little
played
bit.
a little D the other day. You know, introduce himself to this. And game one, we got a lot of time. Don't want to waste all my picks. All right. Dumb prop bet of the day. Do we know who won yesterday?
I'm looking into it. I think
What was it?
It was the leadoff guy plus the 9-hole
Oh.
hitter. Ribbit.
if we're doing 9-hole hitter, we're not counting pinch hit, or are we
I think we are just in that spot. Yeah.
we
in
are,
that spot? All right. Let me go through this, but you can talk about the new prop bet if you want.
Yeah. Let me talk
Yeah.
about that. As
Talk
I,
about that. You've had it planned.
Hey, can we like empower our chat to like talk to the PA? Like, should we do that? Like, hey, send like, you know how some people are like, send a email to your governor.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Tell
going to
them
help
to keep
much.
supporting
All right,
John Boy
fine.
Media.
Just
Let's go with which game? They're playing in Dallas, though, right? I was going to do home runs, but Dallas doesn't really. Arlington, that's been a pit.
I think it's gonna play just fine.
Maybe get a little couple special balls down there.
Yeah,
too,
Bobby
you know what I'm
Manfred's like,
saying?
hey, you got any of them turbo balls?
All
Send
right,
'em down to
the
Dallas?
line, the spread is 1.5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Home runs in what game has more home runs? But the Astros Rays is giving 1.5.
I'll take the Dodgers.
So Dodgers and Braves is the underdog.
Yeah, but
Get
just
plus
because
1.5.
just because of stadium day game in LA versus that pit.
I'd lean Dodgers Braves.
I'm taking the one. I'm taking the points.
Bigger boppers.
Bigger boppers.
McCullers gave up 3
Spread.
last outing.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm still going Dodgers Braves.
All right, I'll take the other side of it. I'll take the Astros and the Rays. Just
Some
a
trickery
switch it
right
up.
there. I don't know if I like that. Some trickery.
I have an update for yesterday's.
Okay, update from yesterday's dumb prop bet of the day.
I think it's a push because Springer led off for the Astros and had a single, and that was it. No RBIs or runs.
So that's 1 point.
That's 1 point. Maldonado was batting ninth and had nothing, and then Reddick pinch hit for him and got a single. So that's two.
it's 2 points
for the Astros.
Okay.
And then Rays, Brasso had nothing in the first slot, and then in the 9-hole, Zunino had a hit and an RBI, which is 2 points.
How about Vegas with the
I
push?
think it pushes. Yeah.
2 pushes in a row, 3 pushes out of the last 5 dumb prop bets of the day.
That's what it is, baby. These
Smart
are
prop
big
bet.
bets.
Jake is winning the dumb prop bet of the day in the postseason. He's got 5 points. Trev and I have 2 each. Vegas has 2 points.
Since we're talking about betting, can I ask you guys something that's not baseball related right now?
Of course, but you get the I Dream of Dreamy noise.
Okay. Go.
Aww. I don't have it.
How does she do that with her nose? Like, I can't do it.
Mm.
It's funny that we would know that. People probably don't know what the fuck we're talking about. That used to be Nick at Night back in the day, man. Like late
I
night
Love
watching Nick at
Lucy.
Night.
Yeah, the Flying Nuns.
She was hot, too. Genie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's probably a very sexist show, right? If we go back and watch it now.
Is it? I can't like saying she's hot is okay. Like she was.
I doubt it.
You're
aged
allowed
great.
to. You're allowed to call attractive people attractive, Trev.
Okay.
But I think if we watch an episode, we'd be like,
I think a lot of things are like that. A lot of things are like that.
The Office.
Let's get philosophical before I ask you guys my betting question.
Here we go.
I read somewhere that you're supposed to judge the past on how it was in the present. I think we've talked about that. Judge the past not on present day terms, but on how it actually was during that time.
well, for some things, for other things, no.
It's tricky.
You know,
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that all the time.
because like you can't use that thought process to excuse slavery because that's just not.
No, I agree. I guess sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, betting question.
Yeah.
I had a couple of money line parlays and a teaser, and they all hit,
Yep.
except I have the Saints tonight to make them official. So I could hedge.
Could hedge.
So I have the Saints money line and I have the Saints tees down to the money line. So they just have to win tonight against the Chargers. They're now a 6.5-point favorite at home. Do I hedge or do I let it ride?
Let it ride, baby.
Chat, what do you got?
Playing with 6 free points.
Thomas is out. Tobias, thank you. Don't risk it. So I should hedge. If I do hedge, I'll only hedge for the amount of the original bet. So it'll be wash and some profit or ride it out. Nate Steele says ride it. Llewellyn says ride. Kevin says ride. Quentin says let it ride. Chargers are beat up. Oh, man. I got to let it ride. Chat. I got to go with the chat.
I'm caught in a web here of like a slideshow. I have to click next. 24 secrets from my dream of Genie.
We always land here.
Genie. Gotta love her.
They changed the storyline midway through.
What's that?
She was pregnant for season 1. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. We'll be Jake and I and Trev if you want to join us and we try to figure it out. You can give it a shot today? You want to give it a shot today? We're going to do Dodgers Braves live.
Nighttime, I think I could do. So that's, yes, the night game.
Yeah. We'll try to check it out. If the American League Championship Series of the Rays, Astros ending is like a tie game or a really close game, then we might hop on and do that live really quick. But we will be live for Dodgers Braves tonight if you want to join with us and watch. It's on the Talkin Baseball YouTube channel. We had a good amount of people there yesterday. Hopefully this game is some fireworks and fun, and we'll be live asking questions, doing Q&A with the chat, and commentating, giving our thoughts. See you then. Goodbye.
Did we do a dumb prop bet for today?
I did one, didn't I? It was
Oh,
a home
Tobias
runs.
asked it. Yes, the homers, Tobias.
Homer gap.
Love you, chat.